are finally here for WWE's Women's Evolution of 2025. And as much as this show has not been built up great or very last minute and lackluster, I still feel like an in-ring standpoint, I still feel like this show is still going to be very good. Before we get into my whole predictions and thoughts of every single matchup on this show, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and remember too, I have our Twitch, so if everyone check any of that stuff out, it's all in my description below. But let's get into these WWE Evolution predictions. First we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no-holds-barred match. And I think this is kind of the writing on the wall. Even though they've been feuding and it's been a great story, and even though I want Naomi to get this win, I think it's likely more to go to Jade Cargill just because, well, she's going to have a match with Tiffany at SummerSlam. You don't want her taking a loss and making her look weak. Even though Naomi should be getting a win because Naomi should be going 0-2 against Jade, I still think these women are, I think it's because of the stipulation is going to add more to it, because the last match at WrestleMania 41 wasn't that bad. It was a good, solid match. I feel like Jade's performances has been teetering good, solid, bad. It's been all around. But I feel like this match, I think it will be good. I'm interested to see how this goes, but I definitely do think Jade Cargill is going to get the win. Then we get to the Women's Evolution Battle Royal, and honestly, to me, there's only one person I see winning this, because last episode of NXT, they did a whole bunch of great building of multiple different people that are going to be in the Battle Royal, but they literally have only put so much presentation into one woman, video package, vignettes, and segments for one woman in this battle royal. So they made it very, very obvious on who's going to win this battle royal. But at the same time, I'm still fun for it because maybe we can get some surprise returns, maybe some people returning from injury, maybe some people finally getting some TV and getting some time on a PLE, which would be great because some people you don't get that time. Maybe some legends will come back. I don't know. Things could be interesting in this battle royal. But overall, outside of anything, they've made it very obvious that Stephanie Vaquer is going to be the woman that wins this battle royal, and it's a bit confusing on why they're doing it at Clash at Paris instead of SummerSlam, but I guess maybe they want more build for it, and maybe they already have plans for SummerSlam. I don't really know. All this is kind of confusing because everything is just so last minute, but I'm not mad at it because they built Stephanie Vaquer as this next big star, which I'm so happy because I'm a very big fan of hers, and I feel like they've built her up because they really maybe she's gonna win a title sooner than we think, because she is a star. She skyrocketed in NXT like crazy, became this massive star, is one of the futures of this women's division, and she's still young, super talented, so I think they're gonna strap the rocket to her in this main roster run of hers, and she's about to go crazy on this run. So I do think Stephanie Vaquer is going to get the win in the Battle Royal. We get into Women's Tag Team Championship match in the Fatal 4-Way of the champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka, Kairi Sane versus Sol Ruca and Zarya, and Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Even though as badly as they've built their Women's Tag Team Championships, I'm still excited a bit just for this match itself, because I feel like this match has a lot of potential of being good with the in-ring workers that are involved in this match. And even the story has been kind of rushed because they don't really have that many women's tag teams and all this stuff. That's the suckish part of it, but I do think the women are still going to kill it in-ring wise in this match. And kind of cancel out Sol Ruca and Zarya because they might tell the story of Sol Ruca's, had a match before, so she might not be fully energized. And even though I feel like these titles should go to NXT because they have so many more teams down there, they're not going to do that because they like releasing people. And as much as I would love the Kabuki Warriors to be champions, and I would love it, I just see them going in a different direction outside of this. And as much as I would love to see them tag team champions because they're my favorite women's tag team all time, I just don't feel like it because this has been a one-off partnership that they had the rush just because they didn't really have teams, and I don't know what they're doing with each one of them, because I don't know if they're trying to build Kairi into winning mid-card championships or singles championships. They've been showing that Kairi's been on this winning streak, but I don't know where they're going to go with that. And Asuka just lost the Queen of the Ring, so I don't know what her direction is. So they're kind of in murky waters right now where the direction leads, and that's kind of why I don't see them winning. And then we get to the last two teams, and it's Charlotte, Alexa, Raquel, and Roxanne. And I get a lot of people are choosing Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to win this, which are very likely to win this. I don't think they're going to win it here. I think they're going to end up winning it at SummerSlam, because there's no way in a 2-night SummerSlam, history-making moment for SummerSlam being 2 nights, you're not going to have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss on. I think they're going to win it at SummerSlam. I just feel like they're going to prolong the story of the Judgment Day and the titles, because they just gave Roxanne the titles. They're trying to build her up with this partnership with Raquel. I feel like maybe I think they're going to be dragging this Judgment Day story a lot longer just because of the Liv Morgan injury. Like, the Judgment Day just got the WWE Tag Team Championship, so I don't feel like they're going to strip them of one part of their gold unfold so soon. I feel like they're telling a slow burn of a story, especially even a slower story because of Liv Morgan's injury. So that's the reason why I feel like even though Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are the likely team to win this, I do not think they are winning. And that's the reason why I am choosing Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez to retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. Then we get into Tiffany Stratton defending her WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus. And I'm not mad for this match happening. It's always great to see Trish Stratus, and even though I think this match should have happened months back in the beginning of her reign, I'm so happy this match is happening. I think it's great to see these two people that we kind of been wanting to see as a matchup, even though I don't like that Tiffany had to choose her person. She wanted the challenge. I'm like, why couldn't we build somebody up? It's just, I get those many factors, but still WWE could have did something in this. I'm definitely kind of think, I don't know how this match is going to go. I think it might be a solid match. I'm very interested to see. I think this might be, I'm hoping Lee leaves a good performance for Tiffany to look strong going into her match against Jade. Maybe this is another moment for Tiffany defeating like a legend of Trish Stratus, but I'm hoping the match will be good, a solid match. I am picking Tiffany Stratton to retain her WWE Women's Championship. Then we get into Lacey Jane defending her NXT Women's Championship against Jordynne Grace. And this one's a very, very tricky on how this matchup is going to go. Now, arguably, you could say it's the second best built up match in this entire PLE. And there are so many factors that go into this match that gets me very interested. And you may think right off the bat, oh, it's an easy pick for Jordynne Grace, but with so many factors that have been played into this, makes it harder to think if Jordynne Grace is actually going to get the win, because you have Blake Monroe, because obviously knowing they want to put the championship on her. And then you also have TNA announcing that the winner of this match is going to face Masha Slamovich for a title match at Slammiversary. And it's just kind of like, since they have that matchup at Slammiversary, it's kind of like, do you really see them having Jordynne go back to TNA and win the championship possibly, and having a whole match and feud, putting stuff in TNA, even though she just left TNA and had a very long reign in there? But also have JC, who's also been feuding with Masha for a long time. And you also have the Blake Monroe feud, and you feel like maybe Monroe might turn on Jordynne. Maybe, Monroe will be the person to dethrone JC. We don't really know. But then also too, it's kind of feel like Jordynne's done everything in NXT, so it's kind of like, where would you put her if she did win the championship? But I could still see either woman winning in this match, and I'm fine with either person winning, but just with the factors involved and just I'm not fully believed in it. But how things are, I am going with JC Jane to retain her NXT Women's Championship. And we get into Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. And this match, I am not really happy that it's happening at this pay-per-view PLE. I feel like this could have been SummerSlam later down the line this year. I've just been kind of hating how Io Sky literally has gotten herself over after you ruining her after her first reign. We got herself over, even more over than she was the last time, and it's probably one of the most top over superstars in the company right now, and I had one of the best matches ever in WrestleMania history at WrestleMania 41, and you don't let her defend the title since WrestleMania. It was cool she was having Raw matches, but no feuds for PLE, no feuds for the title, no PLE matches, stuck in backstage segments since WrestleMania, and dampening her. And anytime you see her actually getting an in-ring promo or getting moments, the crowd goes crazy because they love Io so much and she's so amazing. It's very too weird how they want to shove in that Io Sky is beating Rhea Ripley every single time, like what she's 6-0 against Rhea Ripley, but they don't want to put that in the WrestleMania build, which I don't understand. That is weird, even though every inkling is telling me that Rhea Ripley is likely to win it. Even though, yeah, I know Rhea Ripley eventually will win this title again, I get that. I just kind of feel like, why does she have to consistently win it? Like, I'm fine with her winning matches and being in the main event scene, consistently being right back to the title. We go right back to Rhea Ripley. We go right back to Rhea Ripley. I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley. I just wish they would have let her do more stuff and let other people become champion. We can go on this whole tangent about it, but either way, even though everything is aligning to Rhea Ripley winning this match, and there are issues with making Io pick the challenger, which I thought was very stupid, and even though everything is aligning for Rhea Ripley to regain her women's championship, I don't think it's happening. I know this is I have like a 20% chance, and this might where it might end for Io Sky's reign, but I just don't think, just because of them teasing Asuka, that Asuka thing before King and Queen of the Ring for Night of Champions, and I'm still holding on to that. But then also too, with Stephanie and Kermer likely winning it, even though yeah, Stephanie and Rhea are a dream match, and I get that, and I get that too, that we have that Perth show later this year, and I've said either that Rhea is walking in as champion or she's walking out as champion in that show, and I get there's so many things, but I just feel like there's just so much more we can do with Io. And I even know, yeah, if Io did lose the title, she'd probably get to be on TV more and actually wrestle more more and be what Io Sky is all about. I don't know, I feel like there's more to this Io reign that we haven't got fully yet, and that's why I'm choosing Io Sky to retain her WWE Women's Championship. Then we get into Becky Lynch defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and this feud has been absolutely amazing. I know it started off a bit rocky how we started in WrestleMania 40. This feud has been carrying all the way from WrestleMania 41 to now, and has an absolutely amazing. I feel like this thing is Becky Lynch is the GOAT because she's the best woman in WWE of all time, and also too has made this whole feud has been with Becky's made Lyra Valkyria, showed everyone why Lyra Valkyria is so amazing, things that I have known since NXT, and has finally made Bayley more interesting again because WWE ruined her booking with everything, the title ring and then being in the Vortex on SmackDown, but now they've made her so much more interesting, and Bayley feels so much interesting and more interest. You can really put your stock investment into Bayley, and everyone is looking amazing in this feud, and it's made everyone look so great. Every single time any of these women have matches, from Lyra and Becky to Bayley and Becky to Bayley and Lyra, every single one of these women have had matches great against each other, so I'm expecting this to be a phenomenal match that could potentially maybe be a women's match of the year candidate, because this match has all the potential of being absolutely freaking fantastic. Even though this is a more likely chance for Becky Lynch to lose a title, I don't see her losing her title just yet, and I don't see this being the ending of the feud. I potentially could see this is where in this match Lyra gets pinned and she gets pushed up to the more title scene while Bayley and Becky continue the feud off to SummerSlam. That's personally where I think things are going. Either way, whoever wins, I think it's still going to be a great match either way, and either person will be a great winner for this match. But I think since Becky Lynch just won her title, I think it's too soon for her to lose it. But either way, these three women are going to put on a spectacle. I think these three women are going to kill it and show what women's wrestling is all about in this match with this great, amazing feud. Either way, outside of this entire match, I definitely do think Becky Lynch is going to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship. What are my thoughts and predictions for WWE's Evolution of 2025? Let me know down in the comments. What are your thoughts and predictions for this whole entire show? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe button to wait and see what happens at this year's WWE Evolution. But that's all for me. I'll see you on the next one.